you, to move with you, to breathe with you, to hold space with you. My Black girl freedom dream is that you are able to dream, imagine, create in a world that sees you, that loves you, and that protects you. And so we're gathered here today. It's a really special day, actually. We're gathered on the birthday of both Audre Lorde and Toni Morrison. So two of our foremothers, our ancestors who have written themselves into the world with beauty and care and created a space for all of us, Black women, Black girls, to enter into that beautiful space of creativity and joy. So I wanted to start with two quotes from Audre Lorde and Toni Morrison. And these two quotes will be what we kind of think about and what we're moving through this afternoon. And so our bodies, these vessels, our bodies are so important for how we take in energy, how we receive energy, and how we share energy. So as we move today, I'd like us to try to keep, as much as we can, try to keep these words, not just in our heads, but in our bodies as we're moving. So the words of Audre Lorde and the words of Toni Morrison are moving through us as we move. All right, so I'll start with Audre Lorde. This is one of my favorite quotes from Audre Lorde. And so you might want to just, wherever you are in your seat, stay in your seat. You might want to close your eyes and just let these words kind of wash over you. Just listen to these words. Listen with your body. This is Audre Lorde. When I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid. I think I need to say that again, right? And so if you were just coming into this space and you need to get comfortable, go ahead in your seat, feel your feet connecting to the earth, feel yourself landing in your body so you can receive these words. Audre Lorde again. When I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid, right? So often we are guided by fear. So often we are not aware of our own strength. And so today, as we move our bodies, I'd like us to be reminded of our power, of our strength, right? That we can use this strength in the service of our vision, in the service of our imagination. I'll have to read it one more time, y'all. Audre Lorde. When I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid. So let's just sit with that. Let's just sit with that for a second. Close your eyes or just let your eyelids kind of get a little bit heavy. Just feeling your breath here. Taking in what those words mean for you. What does it mean to use your power and your strength to imagine and create from that place of strength? And how that creativity, your own vision, your own imagination can allow you to dispel fear, to be unafraid. Feel that in your body. All right. Toni Morrison, you can stay here with your eyes closed if that feels okay to you. Toni's is shorter. One of my favorite Toni Morrison quotes. You are your best thing. How powerful is that? You are your best thing. Not somebody else, not some other thing, not something you have to buy or acquire or do. You are your best thing. So how can we think about those two quotes from Audre Lorde and Toni Morrison in conversation? That you are powerful, You are strong, and your strength can be the source of your creativity, can be how you dream and imagine in the world, so that you become less and less afraid. And even if we are afraid, it's okay to be afraid. Even if we are afraid, we know that we can be supported. Because as Toni Morrison reminds us, you are your best thing. I am my best thing. We are our best thing. We're just going to sit with that for a little bit before we start moving. So these words from Audre Lorde, these words from Toni Morrison are going to be like the food, like the nourishment, like the fuel that allows us to move freely in our bodies this afternoon. All right, so if you haven't already, I'd like you to come and take a seat. We're going to start in a chair. You might be seated on your bed or on a couch, totally fine. Wherever you are, see if you can bring yourself so that you're at the edge of your seat, so that you can feel your feet connecting to the ground, right? The ground might be a wood floor, it might be carpet. I don't know where you are, but feel your feet grounding down so you feel connected to the earth. And then feel your seat connecting to whatever you're seated on. You might even give a little bounce so you can feel that lift up and then reconnect to your seat. And then from this grounding from our feet, from this grounding from our seat, our upper body, our torso, our spine is long and lifted and easeful, right? And so this is what happens when we are able to find our roots, when we are able to ground, then we have freedom, right? So feel that freedom in the upper body. Let's shake out our hands a little bit. So in this shaking out the hands, releasing any weird or odd or negative energy. And you might even imagine whatever that energy is just flinging from your fingers. You might even see it releasing out into the atmosphere. Get it off your shoulders. Get it off your heart. You might even shake out your head a little bit here. Get it off your mind. We'll do this for another 4 counts. 4, let it go. 3, keep shaking it out. 2, and 1. You might feel a little tingly. You can stay here with the hands raised. Feel that energy, that vibration resonating through your body from that energy. And then let your hands just fall. Yeah, whatever feels comfortable, palms up or palms down. Sometimes I like to bring a hand to my heart or a hand to my low belly. But just feel yourself connecting through the palms. Feel your own touch, hands on your body. And let your eyelids get heavy. If it doesn't feel safe or okay to close the eyes, totally fine. You can keep the eyes open, but just bring a little heaviness to your eyelids so that the entire face relaxes. And then from here, can you feel that reconnecting through the feet? You might even wiggle your toes a little bit and bring the toes back to the ground. Can you feel your seat connecting to whatever you're seated on? And then from there, that long, lifted, easeful spine. And we're just going to feel here. We don't have to do anything difficult or fancy. We're just going to be here. Feel our bodies. Feel our feet on the ground. Feel our butt in the seat. And feel the energy moving up and down our spines. And so just breathing here, noticing what you're feeling, and trying to return to those words from Audre Lorde, those words from Toni Morrison. So it's not a quiz. You don't have to remember everything I said, but just see if your body remembers. See if your body is holding on to some part of Audre Lorde's words or some parts of Toni Morrison's words that you feel in your body. Maybe it's your own strength and power. Maybe it's your own vision for your life, for the world you want to live in. Maybe it's reminding yourself that it's okay to be afraid, but knowing that you have the strength and vision to address any fears. Maybe just breathing here and feeling into your own body, you can remind yourself, as Toni Morrison asks us to remember, you are your best thing. You, nobody else, you. So just breathe in those words and just feeling what those words are doing as they move through the space of your body. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the nose. And then from here, just placing one hand right at your heart, right at your chest, a flat palm right at your chest, and place it so that you can really feel your heart beating into your hand. So you might have to move your hand around a little bit to find that place where you can feel your heartbeat. And then take that other hand and just place it right below your belly button, like you're kind of cupping your belly here. And so one hand to heart, one hand at your belly. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. And breathe here as you inhale. Feel your belly and your chest expand out to meet your palms as you breathe in. And as you exhale, you'll feel a slight pull away from the hands. Inhaling, belly and heart rise to meet your palms. Filling up. Exhale, rooting down through your seat and your feet. Let's take a few more. Inhale, belly and heart rise. You expand, feel this fullness through the breath. Exhale, rooting down, relaxing. Breathing in, feeling the fullness of yourself through this breath. And exhale, rerooting. I'm going to ask you to take a few more rounds of breathing, inhaling and exhaling on your own. See if you can kind of slow it down. See if you can take a really long inhale through the nose and maybe an even longer exhale through the nose. Right? I'll just go quiet for just a bit so you can hear your own breath, so that you can be with your own breathing and feel into your own body. So we go ahead, breathing in. Good. When you come to your next exhale, let all of that air out of your body. And then bring your chin in towards your chest. So let your head fall forward. You can release your hands from your body. Bring your palms to your thighs. And then see if you can take the breath. Imagine your breath moving through the back of your neck, the back of your shoulders, the back of your upper back, and all the way along your spine here. You might even let the head get heavier, so you're kind of curling in into yourself. Maybe the hands draw a little bit farther down on the legs, finding a little roundness through your back, rounding over yourself, like you're almost like you're trying to protect your heart here, rounding over, taking a few breaths into your back. And then stay here and open your eyes. If your eyes are closed, just flutter your eyes open and just take in what you see. Take in what you see. Maybe the ground, your feet, noticing every detail. And then use your next inhale to slowly lift up. Take your time, let your spine get long, the hands creep back to the thighs, and the head will lift last. Hello, we're here. Good. Let's take another deep inhale together, full inhale. This time, let's sigh it out. Let's do that twice more. Full inhale through the nose, lifting up through the spine. Sigh it out. Good. One more nice deep inhale. Full exhale. Beautiful. Let's get our arms involved. Shake out your hands a little bit. This time, as you breathe in, reach your arms wide, lift them up to the sky, wiggle out through your fingers. And on your exhale, flip your palms and press high as the arms come down. Yeah, try that again. Inhale, take up a lot of space. How far can you reach out? How high can you lift up? Exhale, clear this space away. Good, let's do two more. Inhale, reach wide and up. Lift your face to the sky. Exhale, clear it out. Nice. Let's take one more. Big inhale, reach wide and up. Face lifts. Exhale, clear it out. Good. And then you can bring your hands just back to your thighs. Let your ear, either one, whichever one you want to start with. I'm going to start with my right ear. I'm going to just let my ear fall towards my shoulder. And then you'll feel a nice stretch in the other side of your neck. If this is enough sensation, you can stay here, or you can take that same hand towards the shoulder you're leaning towards and just gently draw the ear a little bit closer. And you might feel this stretch all along the side of your opposite neck and shoulder. Shouldn't hurt, should feel nice. Good. Take a breath here and exhale here. Good. Release your hand, lift your head back up. And we just go the other way. Boop, just let the ear fall towards the shoulder. So you already might feel that stretch in the side of the other neck. You can stay here, or take your hand, take that same hand as the shoulder you're leaning towards, and just gently draw the ear a little bit further down. Breathe into that stretch. And exhale. Good, release your hand, lift your head back up. And then we just did this right before, right? Bring your chin into your chest, let your head fall forward. And then from here, almost like someone is pulling a string from your back behind you to your chair. Ooh, hollow out your belly and just round in here. Good. Inhale, lift back to that tall spine, and then look up to the ceiling. And when you look up, draw your shoulders back. You can get a little arch through the back here, looking up, open through the chest, and then sit tall again. So we're gonna do a little sequence with that head and shoulders. We're gonna dip to the right and lift and left and lift. Chin to chest hollow and lift. Face to the sky, shoulders back and lift. You got it. So we go right and lift and left and lift. Hollow out, chin to chest and lift. Face to the sky. One more time. We have to the right and lift, to the left and lift, chin to chest, hollow out, round. I take up time with this because it feels so good. And lift, face to the sky. One more time. Why not? We go right and lift and left and lift, hollow out, chin to chest and lift. Face to the sky, sit tall. Good, 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 good. So we're going to stay in our chair for just a bit more. You might want to widen your feet. So this kind of helps me feel a little more like I have a little more space. So you can take your feet kind of wide. Take your hands to your chair, or your bed, or your couch. Lift your butt up and take a little bounce here. So you kind of feel a little more grounding, and then land. And then on your inhale, we're going to take that same reach out, reach the arms wide and up. Try to get taller through your right side of the body. Lift up, lift up, lift up. And then get taller through the left side of the body. Lift up. And then right and left. So we're just alternating, stretching up. Almost like you could touch the ceiling here. You get so tall through the side body and reach and reach. Let's take two more. Reach. Touch the sky. Reach. Okay, stay here, lift it. Now, from here, I'm gonna rotate to the right. So that right arm will come behind me, can bring that left hand to the outside of the right knee. And you get a nice little twist through the torso. You might even want to look back. See if you can look back over that back shoulder, like someone's calling your name and you're like, hey, what's up? What? Look back. So we already stretched out the neck. We're just getting a little more stretch here. Keep breathing. Are you breathing? Good. One more inhale. Now look, when we come back through center, we're going to take our arms with us and lift up through center, up, 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 and go the other way. So rotate to the left. This time, right hand to your outer knee. Feel this nice stretch through the side of the body. And then try to look over your shoulder. Try to look behind you. Try to look all the way behind you. Not just with your eyes, but full head. Inhale, come back through center, lift the arms. Then take it with a little more rhythm here. Lift up, inhale, exhale, rotate right. Inhale, lift, rotate left. Two more. Inhale, rotate right. Last one, lift up, rotate left. Good, lift up, lift up. And then circle your wrist, circle your wrist. We're just gonna slowly melt the hands down. I like that, good. Now, are your feet still wide? If they come closed in, open your legs back out. Now we're gonna take what we call a forward fold. Sometimes we do this standing, and we'll do this standing in a minute, but I want you to feel it first in your chair, in your seat. So you might need to walk your feet a little more out in front of you. Keep your knees wide. Bring your hands to your thighs. You can watch me first if you want. I'm just gonna draw my hands down my thighs to my knees, and then all the way down my shins and kind of fold over my legs. Yeah, don't worry about how low. You might be up a little bit higher than I am. That's totally fine. But wherever you are, let your head be heavy. So once you've seen me and you see what I'm doing, let the head be heavy, shake it out a little bit. And here you can really get a nice opening through your low back. We'll stay here for a few breaths. And I think now is a good time to be reminded of Audre Lorde's words, Toni Morrison's words. If you're low enough, you could even bring your hands to the tops of your feet and just gently press your feet to connect more to the ground. So here, hanging over, breathe into your back. Think about your strength and your power. Think about the visions you have, the dreams you have for yourself, for your community, for your family. Facing the world fearlessly, calling on your strength. Take another big inhale. Now we're going to just retrace ourselves. Exhale. We're going to come up the way we went down, glide the hands up the shins to the knees, back to the thighs. Good. And can you take that stretch we took in the beginning? Lift your chest, lift your face, look up here. We're going to go down again, come through center, glide the hands down the thighs, the knees, the shins, all the way to the feet. Hang over the legs. This might be a good time to remember Toni Morrison's words. You are your best thing. You. Right? You are your best thing. You have everything you need. You are enough. Breathe that truth into your back as you take a big inhale here. And exhale, stay here. Maybe let the head get a little bit heavier. Good, one more full breath in. And exhale. Good, next inhale, we come back up. Hands glide to the shins, to the knees, to the thighs. Lift up, face and sternum, chest to the sky. And come back through center. All right, I think we're ready to stand up. So you can lift yourself off your chair. Now I have a chair here, so I'm gonna move it. You might be on your bed or your couch, so you can just step away from your bed or your couch so you have some room to move, right? So we're just gonna take a little movement together here. So come to stand up. Now, when we were seated, it was so important for us to feel into our bodies. That's why we did that breathing, to really connect to our breath, to feel where we are, to feel connected to the ground, to the earth. We do the same thing standing, right? So as you're standing here, take your feet, you can look down and the feet can just be a little bit wider than your hips. Soften your knees, bend your knees a little bit. And you can even take a little bounce here through the legs so you can feel, connected to the ground. feel your body moving. And we can take that same shake out we took when we were seated. So releasing any energy that you don't need, that you collected from that chair movement or from that meditation. Shake it out, get your head involved. And then maybe you can get like me and you can let that shaking move through your entire body, through your hips, through your shoulders, through the head, through the knees, through the face. Take it for 4 more counts. 4, just shaking out what you don't need. 3, 2, and 1. And just be still. See if you can just be still here. And just feel. So we're not shaking anymore, but we still have the residue, the energy from that shaking. See if you can feel it in the body, right? Your life force moving through you. You are so powerful, right? You are your best thing. On your inhale, you can watch me first. You're going to bend the knees. You're going to reach low and then reach out and up. We did this in the chair. And then on your exhale, you're going to press the arms wide and come back down again. So inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms wide and up, lift yourself up, up, up. Exhale, clear the space, clear it out. Then the knees come back down over the legs. So remember, we were folding over in the chair. This is that same action. I'll show you from the side. You're just kind of folding over. My knees are bent, right? You don't have to, straighten your legs. Bend your knees, get low. And then the torso can just fold over the legs. All right, we're going to do that about 4 times. Take your feet a little bit wider than hips width apart. Bend your knees, get a little softness in the knees. Let's take a little bounce here. You know what? Let's do a little sequence. Let's do a bounce. 3, 2, 1. We'll reach out. 3, 2. Clear. 4, 3. All the way down. 2, 1. And stand tall. 2, and 1. All right, we'll go slow. We'll go slow to start. So feet are hips width apart, soften your knees. Bouncing first, here we go. 4, 3, here we go. We bounce. 3, 2, 1, we reach. 3, 2, lift up in 1, we fold, bend your knees. 3, yes, 2, all the way down on 1. Roll up. 3, 2, can we do that again? We bounce. 3, shake it out. 2, 1, we reach wide. 3, lift it up. 2, 1, clear it away, bend your knees. 3, fold down. 2, 1, roll up to stand. 2, 1 more time, we shake it out. 3, so really shake. 2, 1, we reach wide. 3, lift it up. 2, face to the sky. 1, clear it out, bend your knees. 3, yes. 2, 1, this time stay folded over the leg. Now, I'm kind of low. I'm so low with my knees bent here that I can bring my fingertips to the ground. You might not be that low. That's totally fine. Maybe you're up here, right? Maybe your hands are on your thighs. Maybe you're up even a little bit higher. Wherever you are, relax your head. Breathe into your back. We're here for just 4 more beats. 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll up to stand. Take your time. Very nice. I imagine that was really nice. Now, a little bit of a challenge. We're going to take isolations. So starting with the head, everything else, my shoulders, my torso, my hips, my legs, my feet, my hands, I'm going to try to keep everything still, just my head moves. We're going to look, I'll try to do opposite of you on this one. We're going to look right. Like someone calls your name, you're like, what? Right? We're going to look right, just the head and center, left and center, look up and center, and down and center. Now, the thing about the head isolation, not just the head turns, you really want to see something when you turn your head. So we want to imagine, someone calls your name and they're like, Amy. And I'm like, what? No, over here. What? It's up high. What? Right? So you're not just looking, but you're really seeing, right? You're really seeing when you turn your head. And so this is important that our eyes are open, our eyes are bright, because we think about what Audre Lorde and Toni Morrison are asking us to do. They're asking us to be strong in our vision, to stand in our strength so we can confront our fears. They're asking us to know that we ourselves, we are our own best thing. We have all that we need. In order to do all of that and believe it in our bodies, we have to be able to see clearly, right? To be able to direct ourselves. So that was a lot of information to do a little head isolation, I know. But so it looks like this. It'll look right, center, left, center, up, and down. Maybe that's too fast. Let's go slow. Right and center, left and center, up and center, and down. Let's try it one more time. We look right, center, left, center, up, center, down. Maybe now we can speed it up. Right, center, left, center, up, and down. One more. And right, and left, and up, and down. Yeah, a little bit harder, quicker, right? To get the eyes focused. Let's do it. I'm gonna try to clap you in. We'll do it 2 times through, and then we'll move to the shoulders. Here we go. We have 4, 3, 2, just the head. We go. Right, center, left, center, up, center, down. Right, left, up, down. One more, and right, left, up, down. Yes, I gave myself a little challenge there with the clapping and the head moving. Okay, now shoulders. Dum, dum, dum. Oh, let's just try that. Soften your knees. Let's take right shoulder up to the ear and left. Now you see me already ready to do the get that. Try not to do that. Don't do that. Just the shoulders, shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. So everything else is still right, left, right, left. Yeah. So we'll do right, left, and then down. And then we'll take the shoulders forward and back. For now, when you do the shoulders like this, the chest is going to move. That's okay. They're connected. That's fine. So we roll the shoulders forward and back and forward and back. From the top, we have right, left for more, right, left. We go forward and back and forward. Yes, and back. Again, we go all right, left. Bend those knees and right, left. We go forward and back and forward. I like this and back. One more time. We go right, left, and right, left. We go forward and back and forward and back. That's it. Y'all are so good. Now, I want to add a little bit because I feel like there's some rhythm in the crowd. So we're going to go right, left, right, left, right, left. Let's just try that much. I know I'm getting into it, but it's okay if it moves just a little bit. So we go right, left, left, left. One more. Right, left, left, right, We go forward and back and forward and back and forward and back and forward and back. Yes. Now, you got the isolation. Now that you have the isolation, you kind of have the feeling in the body. We're going to combine everything together, the head, the shoulder, and you can get you can start to dance it a little bit. You can put your own little spice on it, right? So when we started, I was telling you what my dream is for Black girls, really what my dream is for all Black women and girls, for all of us, is that we have the space to dream. We have the space to imagine. We have the space to create. And we can do all of that in a world that sees us for who we are, loves us, and protects us. That's my dream. So here in this movement, how do we express that in the movement? It seems simple, but how can we, even in just the movement of the head, be like, that's my vision, I see it. Boom, boom. And in the shoulders, Aimee told me to do this, but I'm gonna add my own spice to it. You know, maybe you start moving with it, right? So I'll show it to you. Again, just the basics. But the challenge on this second round is that I want you to add a little spice to it. So maybe now we move out of the isolation and the hips start moving. Maybe you take it in a circle, boom, right? So you can get creative with it. But the basics are, we look right and left and up and down. We'll do that twice, right and left and up and down. Then shoulders, right and left and right, left, right, left and right and left, right, left. We go to the front, to the back, to the front. Already, I'm feeling it. To the front, to the back, to the front, to the back. Yeah. So you don't have to look like me. Maybe your front and back is you doing something different, right? Or maybe you're taking this, traveling it, whatever you want to do. Now we don't have music here. Maybe you have some music you want to put on in the background and get into the beat. Do whatever you need to do. Let's do this. We're going to do the whole thing with the head and the shoulders twice through, right? And then we're going to add on a little bit. All right, I'll count you in. 5, 6, 5, 6. Here we go. We go right and left and up and down. Repeat. Go right and left and up and down. Shoulders, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left again, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. We go front and back and front and back and front and back and front. Yes, and back. All right, I'm getting myself excited. Now, I want to remind us, we started with the isolation, just the head, just the shoulders. Look what happened. We took that simple movement, just moving the head and the shoulders, and we added other things into it. We added the rest of our body. We added some rhythm to it. Maybe you added some music to it. This is a lesson in some ways, right? We can do things on our own. Yeah, we can do things like this on our own. Maybe we get by. But what happens when we get other people, other energies involved, put a little sauce on it, it becomes something else. Now, I feel like y'all are ready to add on. All right, we're moving from the top to the bottom. So we have the head, the head isolation. We have the shoulder rhythm, right, left, right, left, right. We got this going, ba. Now this, y'all, I'm liking these shoulders. Wondering if we can add a little feet to it. Now, you don't have to do it, but I'm just gonna offer this to spice up the shoulders. A little shuffle, little back, little shuffle, little back, little step together and back, little step together and back, right? Or you could just walk it out, ba, ba. Walk it out, ba, ba. That's nice too. Get the hips involved, forward and back. Yeah, so spicing up the shoulders. And then let's get even more of the body involved. So I'm gonna give you some movement, some more movement. And this movement is very much inspired by both Audre Lorde and Toni Morrison, our brilliant and courageous foremothers whose words we're moving through this afternoon, right? So I'm going to give you some movement that is going to be connected to their words. So when we think about dreaming, when we think about manifesting, I think a lot about where that comes from the heart. So you're going to take one hand to your heart. Now, I'm not going to do right and left here. So you do whatever feels natural to your body to start. I'll just tell you how many we're going to do. One hand to heart, the other arm sweeps. So it's like one hand to the source of your being and the other hand out in the world. We step out together. You alternate sides. Yes. I'm just going to take my earrings off. You know how we have to do sometimes. Now, boom. This ain't, this is ha, right? You have something to say and it comes from the heart. And I even think of that other arm, like clearing space. So we did all of this for a reason, right? So you can see the fullness of your body, how much space you can take up, how strong and powerful you are. So you're going to put that in this movement. One hand to heart, that other leg, opposite leg steps out, claim your space. So a sweep together, that other hand replaces at the heart, the other arm sweeps together. You just replace at the heart. Yeah, so there's a little bounce and back. Now, just the feet. We just step out and in and out and in. Out and in and out and in. Notice, I got a little bounce in my knees so I can kind of rebound off that foot. out and in and out and in, out and out and in with the arms. Sweep and in and sweep and in, whoosh, whoosh. Yeah, you might even make that noise. Ha, yeah. Sweep to the heart, sweep to the heart, sweep to the heart, sweep to the heart. Now, I want to add one little detail to the sweeping. It might seem minor and inconsequential. It is not. So remember when we were doing the head exercise and I asked you not just to turn your head, but to see something? I really want you to see when you sweep, this arm that's sweeping, it's reaching for something. So try not to be here. You're you are reaching, you're touching what you want to reach towards. You see it, you touch it. You see it with your eyes. Oh, whew. Yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. So, quick review. We have head, up, down. We do it twice, right, left, up, down, shoulders, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. We have shoulders forward and back and forward and back and forward and back and forward and back. Yes, new part. So right after we do da, 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 two more, da, 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 da. We have sweep together, sweep together, sweep together, sweep together. Yes. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling y'all, and I kind of feel like I can add on another step. I feel like you're with me. So I'm gonna just go ahead. After we do 4 sweeps, out and in and reach and in, 2 more, reach and in, reach and in. Now, we're gonna get a little fancy with the feet. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Back together. Back together. It's a weight shift. I'll show you from the side. Back together. Now, these little bendy knees are helpful today, right? If you're locked out, you're gonna be like, ugh. Soften the knees. Back together. So I'll give you right leg so you can feel it. Back together. So you have to shift your weight together. A little rocking. So we reach in, 2 more, reach in, back together, back together, back together, back. Yes. So you alternate the foot that goes back. So let's say you start with the right foot. Back, that left heel is on the ground, the toes are lifted. I'll step back a little bit. Back together. You have to shift your weight. Back together, back together. It's a little rocking. Do it with me. Da 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 da. Little rocking in the body. Ba 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 ba. You got it. Yeah. Quick review. Right? You don't have to do it full out. We'll just do it for the sequence so we can really do it when it's time. Head first, right, left, up, down. We do that twice. Right, left, up, down. Shoulders, right, left, left, right, left. We have front, back, front, back, front. New part. We have reach and in, 2 more, sweep and in, back together, rock together. Yes. Now, I just have to add a little detail to this last step. You have the feet back together. We add the arms. So these arms are an offering from the heart. Now, I just want to tell you this. I don't know if you know this, but in a lot of spiritual practices, we understand the hands to be an extension of the heart. And that makes a lot of sense, right? We think about our hands allow us to do things, we act, we touch, our hands and sometimes represent action in the world. And so if that is the case, we want these hands to come from a loving place, our actions to come from a place of love. So just as we understand that we're moving with strength and power, we're moving with our own creative vision, we're moving knowing, as Toni Morrison reminds us, that we are our own best thing. We're also moving in the world from a place of a heart space, a care. And so when you go back together, when you go back, you're offering from your heart in, heart in. Ah, da, da. Yeah, very similar to this step where you reach out from the heart, you take it back, and you always bring it back to the self. You can give, but protect the self as well. Give, ah, yes. Now, I think we are ready to put it all together. Head, shoulders, reaching, feet, and heart. I know you got this. So we're going to go through it once, all the way through, just so we have a sense of the timing. And then we're going to do it again, really fully with our spirit, our soul, remembering those words and putting it all together. All right, so let's find our standing spot again. I think we need to do a little root clearing. So take your feet hips width apart, get that bounce through the body, soften the knees. Let's do this shake out again. You just took in a lot of information. I'm talking at you, moving with you. So shake out what you don't need. Let it move through the body. Clear it out, reach out and up. Bend over. 2 more, reach out and up. Clear it out. 1 more, reach out and up. And clear. I think we're ready, y'all. From the top with the head, I'm right here with you. Get that little bounce in the knees. 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. We look right, center, left, center, up, center, down. Again, right, center, left, center, up, shoulders, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Again, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. We have forward and back and forward. Yes, and back. 2 more, forward and back. 1 more, forward and back. From the heart, sweep and in. Did you forget? Sweep and in. 2 more, sweep and see something and sweep from the heart. And back and in and back and in and back and in and back and in. Yes! I know it's beautiful. Okay. I'm getting sweaty. Maybe it's just me. But we're going to do it again. Now, I want you this time. Remember when I first taught you the head part and then we went into the shoulders? And I said to you, okay, this is the step. This is what I'm offering you. This is what we're going to do together. But how you do it is unique to you. So if there are 500 people watching this, there are 500 different ways that everybody's doing this. So now that you know the basic blueprint of the movement, I need you to add some little spice to it, right? So every storyline, each one of us has a story. We can write our own stories. Sometimes we delete a story and write a new one. But it comes from your experience in the world. Your movement comes from what you love, what you care about. So let all of that uniqueness of who you are be infused in this movement. As simple as it might seem to some of you, this might be like, whatever. Can you make it something more? Can you add a little? If it's whatever, add a little spice to it. If it seems too tricky, do something else. Be like, in the shoulder part, I'm gonna do something a little bit that I'm feeling more. Make it your own. Everything I'm offering you is like a blueprint. And you built the house. All right, I'm talking a lot to give myself time to relax and calm down because we're gonna do it one more time. And this time I want it so, well, what do I want it? I want you to do you. That's all I'm gonna say, do you. All right, let's take one clearing. Let's shake it out for last good measure. Reach it out and up. Big inhale, big inhale. Exhale. One more. Reach it out and up. And exhale, clear. Come up to stand. Are y'all ready? I wish we had a beat. You might have some music. I'm gonna try to give you this beat. 4, 3, 4, 3. From the top, we look right, center, left, center, up, and down. Again, right, left, up, and down. Shoulders right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Dot, dot, dot. Again, ah, 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 ah. Shoulders and back, and shoulders and back, and shoulders and back, and shoulders and back. We have reached to the heart. See it to the heart. 2 more. See it to the heart. Last one. Reach to the heart. Here we go. Back and back and back and back and hold. Yes, hold right here. Hands to heart. Separate your feet. Feel all of that aliveness, the vibrancy, the beauty, the power of who you are coming from your heart, beating from your heart into your hands. Breathe it in. If you're okay to close your eyes here, go ahead and close your eyes if you want. You can just look down a little bit. Bringing all of that energy that you've expended out in the world, bringing it back to yourself through your heart, right here. Take a few breaths just to feel. In these few short moments, you shifted so much energy. Whenever we move our bodies, whenever we're breathing and connecting to our bodies, we're changing the energy around us, right? We're changing the energy inside of our bodies, and we're also changing the energy that surrounds our bodies. I just want to remind you, you have so much power. Sometimes we feel like we step into situations and the situations change us, and we're like, oh, it feels weird here, or I'm not welcome, or what. Maybe we could flip that, and rather than being changed by the spaces around us, can we walk in so powerful, so grounded in ourselves that we change the energy, right? We change the field. I'm feeling it so strongly that we're just gonna have to do that one more time before we go out. I'm sorry, I'm just feeling it in my spirit. Shake it out. Last time. So this is the one, you bring what you have, bring all of yourself to this. 5, 6, 5, 6. From the top, we look right, center, left, center, up, and down. Repeat. Shoulders, we have right, left, right, left, right. We have left, right, left, right, left. We have front and back and front and back and front and back and front and back. Here we go. Reach, da-da. Reach, da-da. 2 more. Reach, da-da. Last one. Reach from the heart. Back and in and back and in and back and in and back and in. Yes. Woo! Feeling all of that energy. Stand tall, hands to heart. Just breathing here and feeling the shift in energy, maybe a shift in your mood. Let your arms just fall away from the body. I'm just going to do a little bit of a cool down here. If you want to, you can get your chair ready. We're going to end on our chairs, but we're going to stand a little bit first. So just take that right shoulder and circle it up and back. Circle the left shoulder up and back, almost like you're trying to get something off your shoulder. Circle it back and back and back and back. Now we take it forward, starting with the left, forward and forward and forward and forward. At the elbow, back and back and back and back. Take it front and front and front, almost like you're swimming, front and front. Full arm circle, back and back and back. Sweep it back and back. Take it front and front and front and front and front. Reach out. Last one. Up, 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 up. Reach, reach, reach. As you come down, circle your wrists like you're melting. Circle the wrists, circle the hips, circle the wrist, circle the hips. Let's do one more like that. Inhale, reach wide and tall, lift up. Exhale, melt, circle the wrist and the hips, circle the wrist and the hips, wrist and hips. And then hang over. Let's find our forward fold. Knees, bend as much as you need. Hang over, hang over. Take your time. Take your time. We're going to roll up to stand. Keep your knees bent. Let your head hang heavy. Slowly come up to stand. Yes. We're going to close out here. Grab your chair or find your seat at the edge of your couch or your bed. Going to kind of close the way we began. Grounding through the feet. Oh, I feel so good. I hope y'all feel good. I feel so good right now. I can feel your energy through this screen, feel some clearing happening. So let's just be in this moment where we can feel the way we've changed the energy in our bodies and around our bodies. So grounding through the feet again, grounding through the seat, long spine, last little shake out. Maybe it's just a wiggle through the fingers, a wiggle through the head. And then let's end with one hand at the heart, right at the heartbeat, one hand at the low belly. And feel that breath again. Feel the breath rising into the hands as you breathe in, expanding out. And the exhale, feel the exhale settle you back down to the seat. So the inhale expands out. And the exhale grounds you. Yeah. Good. One more full inhale. Exhale. And then keep that hand at your heart. Take the other hand and cover it. It's almost like you're pressing all this love back into your body here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep your hands at your heart. I'm just going to read to you again. We're going to close as we began with these words. I just want you to hear them clearly. You might close your eyes. Audre Lorde, when I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid. Breathe that in. And then let's close with Toni Morrison's words. Let's feel this in our bodies. You are your best thing. You might even say to yourself out loud or in your head, I am my best thing. I am my best thing. Thank you so much. If your eyes are closed, you can just open your eyes. Let your hands release from your heart, palms up, just receiving in the center of your hands all that beautiful energy. You manifest, you create it, you cultivate it. I cannot think of a better way to spend my time than moving with beautiful, beautiful, brilliant Black girls. Carry this energy into the world. Carry this energy in your hearts. Know that you don't have to be strong by yourself. You have a community that loves and sees and protects you. Thank you. We end here.